Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I'm almost ready to go. Something weird is going on with YouTube, so I'm trying to fix it. All right. I think we are ready to go. What's up? How's everybody doing? What is going on with all this stuff? My chat's all weird. Streambot's not working. How's everybody? What's up, Sadie? Oh, you found the you found that new new emote. I was debating whether to go live, but it's a interesting night here over in NA, so in the US, and I don't know that I'd be able to sleep. So, Morty, what's up? Crisco, how's it going? Trent, it's good to see you. Blank sight, hello. Atomic, is it Gabozer? Oh, I like that name. I like that emote too. Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on with my chat for streamer.bot either. It's weird. I started up and I use Restream to go to both YouTube and Twitch. And for some reason, it was not pushing it to YouTube. I don't know. It's weird. Really weird. What's up, Hyrule? How's it going? We're trying to figure out what's wrong with everything here. Hopefully, that's not a sign of the night, but you know. How's everybody doing? Everything going all right? We've got quite a bit of stuff to. I don't know about quite a bit, but we'll figure out. We're just kind of hanging out tonight. Um, Standard operation procedures. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Because normally I push the live stream to Twitch and YouTube, and it was not. It made me create an event or something for YouTube, which it's never done before. So shit if I know. But yeah, I was not going to be sleeping tonight, so I thought, well, I was supposed to do Tuesdays anyways. I think on my schedule. So I thought, what the hell? We'll get on here and chat a little bit, talk about some drama. Why is chatbot? God damn it, streamer.bot's still not working. Heavy withdrawals. Yes, Crisco, that is very true. They did bring the PTR back up again today. However, it was only up for, gosh, I want to say an hour, maybe. And they brought it up at a really, really weird time. Sorry, looking here. Well, it says I'm connected to YouTube. I don't understand. Oh, there's some chat now. Okay, now it's pop button up. We'll see if anybody joins us on YouTube. If it pops that over too. I just restarted streamer.bot. What's up, Bigfoot? It did not push yours over. Morty also having heavy withdrawals from a game you haven't even played yet. Are you in on? Are you on the 8th? Are you coming in? There's Bigfoot. We got ads. We can still talk. I mean, we're not doing anything anyways. Ad break ends in 1 minute 35 seconds. These stupid ads. Twitch. I don't know what to say. Oh, you are in on the 8th. That's great. Yeah. That'll be. I'm curious to see. I mean, we're always happy to get more people in, but hopefully they do open up some more servers because I really don't want to be locked out. I don't want to be in a queue. That's terrible. Although I play at 5:30 in the morning in A time, so usually I don't have a queue. But yeah, the withdrawals are weird. Like I said, they had PTR up today, but it was only an hour, and it was only it was during the day. It was weird. It was a weird time. So I did not get to test, much like I did not yesterday because I was at work. So I feel bad for the EU folks. They do not get any PTR time really because it's not a great time for them. But you know, what are you going to do, right? Is Intrepid going to do PTR at like 12 a.m.? Probably not. Hi, Tyler. Is the 8th going to be? Is the 8th going to be starting 5 days a week? No, it's still 3. So it's still phase one, but it's just it's actually the first time any phase one keys are getting in. So it's still just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's Lulu calling us low. You said we were lowly. Is that what you said? I don't remember how you put it, but called us a not nice name. I'm just kidding, of course. But yeah, Tyler, the 5 days a week will not go until December 20th. Supposedly, that's the date we have been given. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've started to come back around. I have kind of consistently said on Reddit, Lulu. I was just messing with you. That Reddit post that you put. I don't know about Vira. Anyways, you know, I've been really consistently sort of down on the down on Intrepid actually meeting their dates. Because they historically don't. They don't really usually even meet their times. The last 2 Fridays delayed by what? One the first time was delayed 3 hours, second 5. So I said you're too big. Nah. I know what you said to start with. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of starting to go backwards on that. I actually think, well, I want to say that I think they're going to actually, you know, make their date because there's really no reason for them to delay it. But I don't know. That's maybe pushing it too much. They just don't make their dates. Blended. What's the difference between phase 2 and phase 1? Well, it's mainly going to be the stuff that they're focused on. So let me real quick, I can find it here. I think I can find it. I'm going to look for the actual forum or news post that they put up. And we will I'll show you because I don't remember off the top of my head. But it's just a different focus. All right, Alpha 2 roadmap. Here we are. So shit, they got a lot of, I forgot how much stuff they have on here. All right, I'm going to pop this over here to this screen, and we'll look at it here. Let me turn this on. Wait, that didn't work. There we go. Ah, shit, gotta make myself smaller. Gotta make myself smaller. Put me in the corner. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so there you go. So the difference between phases 1 and 2. So here's your focus stuff, right? Phase 2 is going to be 5 days a week, number 1, which will be great. We don't know what 5 days, but we assume it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But we do not know for sure. But you can see the goals there are different. Node advancement, economy testing, and Vaseline. Now we looked at the job postings yesterday. There's actually still an economy posting up. So I don't know. They've told us they already have people hired for that, but you can see that's their focus for the different phases. Now there's also here's their sort of cadence that they plan to have. Right now they've really just been on the hot fixes. We've not seen really big stuff. I guess they did do some balancing and some bug stuff last Friday, but we're not really in that cadence yet. And then where's it at? I can show you. Oh shit, that's really small. Oh, here it is. So I like their slide better. I don't know what that's. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. There we go. Make myself smaller again. So here's actually going to be phase 2. So this is what's supposed to be in. Now, again, Blended, it's not there's a catch here, right? So what they say is this does not mean all of these things will be in at the start of phase 2, but that they will be in at some point during phase 2. So that's a key wording thing to pay attention to, because Alpha 2, phase 2, will go through May, supposedly. So not all of these things will be in from the start. Bust out the graphics. Yep, that's what it's easier just to pull this up than to talk about it. I got in a day early for A2. Good. By the way, is there Ash's lore already? Yeah, there's some, but they're holding a lot of that in. So they're not giving us a ton of lore at this point. They Steven has really wanted to hold that in. So you know, with God, how is this? Everything's all messed up on this computer. I don't know what's going on. I'm even logged out of Twitter. It's weird. So he's holding a lot of it close to his chest, and he really just does not plan to share much with us in alpha. Now there is some, obviously there has to be some lore because they have quests and
I don't know what the fucking note is. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. I added a bug thing too. What is this doing? All right, I can't log in there. Anyways, yeah. So lore is very small right now. There's not much lore, and you should not really expect much lore to be in its way, make its way into Alpha 2. Now, you know, inevitably they'll have to add more quests and more events, and so I'm sure they'll introduce some more lore. But you know, the really big key parts we don't really know much about right now. So, yeah, I added some more channel redeems. I don't know if they're in there. Did they make it? Oh yeah, this one was new.
That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
I didn't hear it. Oh, I know I didn't hear it. I know why I didn't hear it. I think I know why I didn't hear it. Hold on. This shit is always a pain in the ass to fix. Oh shit, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Now I hear it. Now I can hear my shit play. I love how these new video things are almost jump scares for you. Yeah, I've turned them on in my earpieces. I usually don't listen to OBS. You know, the streaming, and I obviously turn off Twitch, turn off YouTube sounds because it's delayed. But yeah, I have those on just so I can kind of pause in my talking. But yeah, it's sort of, yeah, it's a little bit of a startle. What's the over under on a wipe between now and phase 2? Not going to happen, Blended. Phase 2, they probably will have a wipe. I think they've said that somewhere. I think it was claimed that in the last Discord conversation that they had, Steven mentioned that, but I don't know if that's actually true. I'd have to go and look. God, some reason YouTube chat is not being brought over, guys. I don't know why that is. So I apologize for that. Were you getting the XP, scrolls, and food? What do you mean, Sodef? Like during PTR testing? I don't know what you're referring to. Hey, if you answered it before, I missed it because of ads. When should I expect to get the launcher to download the game if I access starts Friday? John, that's a great question. I think you could probably assume it will be here Thursday. Thursday is typically what they send it out before. You'll get an email, and you should be able to download it Thursday. So that's your typical pre-install day. Fades, if you had to predict a story and boss, if you had to predict, what does that say? If you had to predict and story and boss for Ashes, like for a story arc, I don't, end boss. I hope we get to fight the goddess of creation, actually, if you want me to hold me to that. think that would be interesting. We really don't know why we're coming back. That's another lore part. I have this really wacky theory based off of some things that have been said in the past, based off of a lot that was announced early. That my thought is that potentially the goddess of creation is either nearly dead or something has happened to her. Basically, there's this whole initial lore component to the game where they talk about her sacrificing herself in order for the races of Vera to go to Sanctus. You know, she created Sanctus, and through her sacrifice, I think the wording that Jeffrey Bard exactly used was something like through her sacrifice or something, which tends to make me think, okay, so is she like in danger? Is she dead? Has something happened to her? You know, why are we coming back? Oh, you know what? Oh, weird. Sorry guys, my brain's jumping around. So it's actually is putting at the YouTube. I think it's putting YouTube, but it's um under a Twitch icon. Anyways, that's weird. So I think there has to do something with her. We're going back to save her or something with bringing her back. Now, what that exactly entails, I don't know, but based off of what we have seen very early on, I actually have a short that I made somewhere that might better explain it. Actually, let me see if I can find the short and play it or something. How do you search shorts? You can, yeah, I can just search, right? Search for goddess. That'll work. But yeah, Blendon, there won't be a wipe until now. I'll be very curious to see how many wipes they do have, because it is a long time to level. Ludulu might disagree with me, but I think it's a lot. I've put in, 35 hours, 40 hours. So I'm not quite to the 100 that they say we need. And I'm at level 15. And I really haven't been fucking around much. I haven't been, just pissing off to the side. I haven't been crafting. I haven't been soloing. I've been in groups. So, and I'm still only 15. So, I don't know how everyone else feels, but I really don't want to have to level up multiple times the same character, 100 hours. So I really do hope they are able to. My hope is that they really only wipe during the major, like phase 2, phase 3, and then we only start over 2 or 3 times, because it is kind of a pain in the ass. So a little bit. Either that, I feel like the leveling is actually good for a release game. If we were talking about this being released, then for sure I think the hours seem to line up, but for alpha testing, it seems kind of long. Now there are some, I think, max level characters already, and I think they put in like 65, I don't know, 65 hours straight or something like that, to get there. So they kind of no life to Ashes of Creation, but so you can get there a little faster if you want. Oh yeah, you're looking at phase 2, a lot of added content. That's nothing, London. Wait till you see phase 3. It's a little bit more. You're getting your races, a couple of zones. There's a lot that's missing from this. A whole lot that's missing from this. You don't have all the biomes listed, for one. So you only have, like, I think it's 2 of the secondaries. Yeah, right there. Cleric and tank. So that they don't have all the secondaries listed here. So there's a lot of stuff missing on this. I don't know what that means. I don't know why there's a lot of stuff missing on that. Game shit until they give me my summoner. I don't want to wait until May. Well, unfortunately, Jupiter, you're going to have to wait until May. Probably longer than May, actually. Again, the date is projected to start phase 3 in May, but that doesn't mean necessarily that everything's going to be ready for you in May. I love how the sorry. So many would go rogue if there's a wipe on phase 2. Yeah, but again, it's not going to be, the rogue probably won't be available right at the start of phase 2. And I think Steven has actually said that, to not expect it right away. I knew, Lulu, I knew you'd say it's not that long. I knew you would say it's not that long. You're a grinder though. You ground out Lineage 2, Arcage. That's just what you do. Hopefully once they get a lot of the events in, it won't feel as bad of a grind. Because it isn't. Yeah, I'm at 17, can agree it is a grind, but I really like that more. Other games where a max level the same day. No, that's true, Blendon. Again, for where it's at, I think if we were, if they were releasing the game like this, it makes sense. The pace actually seems really good. 225 hours makes sense. There's plenty of stuff to do at the current level. So that's the main thing, right? If you have such a slow leveling process and you don't have anything to fill it in, that's where it gets, I think, really painful. But right now, there's plenty of places to go grind and stuff to do. So, but you're higher level than I am. I forget which realm are you on, Blended? Crick's got to max level. I'd assume he and other envious people did as well. Yes, although I think one of the things I'll mention, there's this, well, I think it was in the past. So Lineker was on with Flatus today on 1v1, and they had a little bit of discussion about his guild, Nova Ordem and Envious. And it might even be in the Reddit post, but there's some conversation about potentially the how do I want to word this? What was said was that supposedly Envious had used some leveling exploits in the past. So hopefully, if that's the case, they have let everyone know what that bug was. Now, also, again, some of these people are saying that supposedly they don't always say what they find. So, is it fishy that they already have 25s? And I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, they do have some max level people. Did Steven get to kill me this weekend? No. Bigfoot, I wish he would have. I wish he would have pulled me into that jail. I would have had fun with that. He owes me a 1v1, but he cheats, so he'll come 1v1 me as a level 50 and go god mode probably. That's how he'll do it. Didn't play AA from, and I miss, you didn't play Arcade? Why did I think? No, it was just Lineage 2, right, Lulu? Mr. Noobtastic, it'll be more fun when all of us cool November 8th players get there. Yeah, I just don't know that I want you on Vira. Not all of you. I want some of you to play with. I'm looking in. We don't really know what they've sold, right? How many keys and all that. So, Sunday, Sunday evening, there was a significant queue to get in. So, I don't know how super excited I am about a whole lot of people. So mainly what I worry about is what happens with the group that follows Asmon. That's what I worry the most of. I just hopefully, they have some new servers going so we don't get stuck in a queue forever and ever and ever. But that's my biggest worry about November 8th. They have to open up new servers. I can't imagine they won't. I cannot imagine a world where they don't open up any new servers. So Rogue and Summoner are coming soon. Depends, Shun, on what your definition of soon is. The Rogue is sometime between December 20th and May, and the Summoner is sometime after May. We don't really know. So we've really not seen any of them. That's the other part is we tried to pin this down on Steven and say, okay, what percentage are you done with these? And he didn't answer. So, but we've not actually seen any sort of showcase with them. So I think that should tell you a little bit about where they're at. You're on Lineth. So, oh yeah, so you're with Narc, you're with Pirate. How's that been? How's that been with having Pirates Guild there? I know they've had a lot of drama. We got some drama to talk about too, some crazy shit later. And we're not even started. We were talking about this in Discord. It's like you've not even had time to really get into the backstabbing and the real crazy stories that we hope to get out of this, but there's already a bunch of drama everywhere involving some of the bigger guilds. So it's fun to watch. It's why I'm here. It's what I've been waiting for is this story time. So Crisco exploiting a bug, just say it. Yeah, that's what was reported. Actually, that's what's on that Reddit post that I'm going to show you here in a little bit, as that the claim that Envious was exploiting a bug so no one showed up to their tournament that they were doing. Rogue in phase 2, so if not December 20th, it'll come in the weeks after. Yeah, again, I always grain of salt, right? We don't know for sure. Intrepid said, fine, report, do whatever. So it's fine for them to do that, even if Intrepid don't immediately go to fix that bug, but it's definitely still shitty towards people who never heard about the bug and didn't have the ability to exploit it. Yeah, I mean, Lulu, I get that. It is an alpha. We have this conversation too, about their mayorships, right? I think they have 2 mayorships, and so it was reported that their people were getting citizenship and voting for a mayor, then dropping citizenship, going to another place, voting for another mayor, which really in practice you can do, but in planning you're not supposed to be able to do. So is that exploitable? Is that something that can be banned? I don't really think so. It is what it is. It's kind of the same thing with bugs, but at the same time you're introducing a lot of new people here. And so I don't think you want a lot of people exploiting things on purpose, because it's just going to piss off a lot of your new players that come in. So I do think there should probably be some sort of conversation that is had if they're found to still be using some of the exploits. Initially, just a polite, can you stop doing that? What is the server cap currently? So they go 3K, 3K concurrent is what it's currently been. Steven put up an interesting Reddit or Discord post where he commented on their queue and the 3K cap that each server worker only has 300. So that's part of why queues have been a little bit bad. But what we were basically told is try to log out in an area, log out on a server worker that is not highly populated, because if you, for example, log out at Highwayman Hills, which is a highly populated area, and then you go to try to log back in, your queue time is going to be longer because of that server worker. So I'm a little curious about only being able to put 300 on a server worker, but we'll see. That makes me less sure about dynamic gridding, but again, I've always said I hope they prove me wrong. Stay off my server, noobs. No, that's not what I'm trying to say, Tomic. I just want to be able to play. I want to play with you all, but I don't want to be shut out in a 500 person queue, because it was a long queue. I was 37 trying to get in Sunday night, and it took a little bit of time to get in. So Q-Boss needs to be taken off of the newbie stage and get to the real fight. Yeah, I hope Asmon goes to a new server, because oh boy, yeah. Or Asmon can go to Lineth and they can fight with Pirate. That would be fine with me. Just don't come to Vira. I thought I heard he was playing with Pirate Software. Oh, did he actually say that? I've not been watching him since he got back, so I don't know what his plans are. Asmon not coming till phase 2. I thought somebody had mentioned that he's talked about starting November 8th, but I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, raid. Shit, I missed. Pockets. What's up, Pockets? Yeah, my new stuff is not working. It's weird. I don't know what's my computer is just not wanting to work. Pockets, it was supposed to shout you out. Instead, it just did the command and nothing happened. So it's a sleepless night here, Pockets. We are I don't think there's gonna be I think there's a little bit of anxiety. So we're just chatting. Um just hanging out at this point because I don't think I'd be sleeping very well tonight. Anyways, nope, he's playing this weekend. And so he did say that Ludaloo for sure, Asman. Shun, to give you the idea of the number of keys that were sold November 8th, I bought 4 copies for myself and friends, so I'm going to assume they sold a lot of them with the ability for people to stream content now. You know, I would agree with you a little bit there. So we also we talked a little bit about it was a surprise when they announced they were reopening key sales. They of course said that they could. They didn't lock them out of doing that, but nobody expect them. I don't think we expected them to start reselling them so soon. And my theory on that was that, you know, you're either confident in your game and you think people will like it, and so you can wait and sell keys after, or you're not so sure how things are going to go, so you sell keys before people get to stream. Um, I think that entered into their mindset. But that being said, I think these 2 weekends actually went very well for them. So, you know, they of course had some server issues. They have, well, it's not some, they have a lot of server issues, the DDoS stuff, delays getting started. But I think overall they've had a pretty good couple of weekends. So I actually think that probably will help them in a key sales perspective. Now, $120 is still a lot of money, but did some boss level tap dancing on that question. Yeah. Coombsy, I think I remember him saying he thinks it's probably going to be 2 weeks after phase 2. Is that for the Rogue? Is that what we're talking about? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. And YouTube, I still not coming over streamer.bot, so I promise you I will flip flop back over to YouTube as well to see what's going on there. Pirates Guild is everywhere. They have like 12 guilds made. Somebody was, but they're harmless, really bad, no bad experiences. Yeah, that's what I expect. I don't think unless you stream snipe him, things should be okay. Somebody made a joke about not wanting to be on the server with Pirate Guild number 25 or something like that. So, Artemis, hello. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I don't know if any of my stuff is working. I don't for some reason. I've been trying to update stuff with Stream Elements, streamer.bot, try to be a lot more interactive with you all, find some fun stuff. So hopefully it's not being broken. They should put a cooldown on votes, mayoral votes. Yeah, they will. I think the mayor vote's supposed to be like monthly, I believe, but if I remember when I logged in last, it was like 8 or 9 days. It seemed short to have to do the mayor vote again. So once I got to level 10, I used the 1% EXP scroll and fruit salad buff and got to 19 decently quick from those from these 2 weeks. Yeah, if you find a good grind spot, I mean, you can level fairly decently. So I see people saying that leveling is too slow, but I think we should remind people we have technically only played for 9 days. That's again, fair point. Yeah, we've and not even all of those days. Well, you're right, because we've had 3 days. Well, not even 3 full days at this point each week. So we've not had a ton of time to play. Sean, hello, welcome to you over there on YouTube. I honestly wouldn't mind Asman joining Resna to balance counter Envious. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting one to seeing Asman and Envious over there, especially since Envious had gotten bugged or gotten banned from his chat. I would love to see that. I think that's a great idea. Terrible Plaz. Better get my tea for sipping. I love guild drama. Yeah, I got some stuff. I just got to. We'll get to it here in a minute. I need someone to create a YouTube channel that gives news reports, like a weather station. Hey, I'm trying to be that person. I'm trying to join Discords, get people to send me some information, so that I can report on it. Basically, um, Envious as a guild have been known to be exploiters in other games, but who knows what the deal is here. I give them the benefit of the doubt until I say otherwise. I bet they took full advantage of the Caravan bug to stock up a sizable bankroll, though. Yeah, there were a lot of fight money exploits that they've been fixing. So, Brutal, what's up? Oh, that's right, Topic. You're on. You're gonna be at Vira. Yeah, they can go to. No, I want Vira to stay Vira. We as Ludulu put it, we have the low quality streamers, so it's quiet. I think that's how you put it, Ludulu. Is that right? Eisman versus Pirate. Yeah, it would be amazing. My raid alerts have been fucky lately too. Yeah, I'm not on Streamlabs. I'm on Stream Elements. I don't know. I was messing around with it today. I probably just did something wrong, broke it. I can go back and look at it later. I don't know if Asmon is playing with Pirate, but I did hear him say that he's going to be going hard on Ashes for the entire weekend. I don't know that he's going to like it. I think people are going to try to kill him. The same way they did Pirate. Asmon's an even bigger target. So, how's he going to put up with being sniped so many times? I don't know. Will he go to Steven and the team and ask to be made a god so that people can't kill him? Because I think that will be the goal of a lot of people, to kill him. So we were watching. Oh yeah, we were watching gameplay and watching V-Man TX standing in puddles and melee ranging one-shot bosses. Yeah, there's a little bit of balancing that needs to work, I think. I've been playing, have not seen you though. Level 14 fighter, level 7 leather worker. Yeah. I mean, I'm around. You can always. We need friends lists, right? That's one of the biggest things that's missing right now. Is the ability to actually add people to a friends list so that you can see who's on and where they are. That was supposedly coming, but it's obviously not here. I guess it's only been 2 weeks, but I feel like that's a pretty basic thing that we absolutely need to have. So hopefully they do get it in at some point. Guild list too, yeah. Definitely a guild list as well. It's kind of frustrating when you log on, yeah, because you don't know who's on from a guild, so you have to go check Discord. Yeah, Asmon will be permakilled by trolls. He will hate it. Yeah. Exactly. And I wonder, yeah, and also when he starts getting all the EXP debt, like how's he going to take to that? Asmon played on PvP Classic server and quit in like a week from getting jumped all the time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that he's going to enjoy it. I don't think he will. I hope that so many phase 1 keys got sold and so many people. Oh shit, just lost my chat. Well, I was reading that out. Don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. I hope that so many phase 1 keys got sold and so many peeps try to log in day 1 to force them to spin up a bunch of servers right away. You want to see like 50 servers. I doubt we'll be at 50, but I do think they'll do 1 or 2 probably initially. Honestly, Pirate didn't even get mad about the stream snipe. Yeah, he didn't seem to. I mean, I think it was a pretty measured reaction, right? Your kill on sight. I mean, you fucked around and found out. So I think the unmeasured reaction was the whole "we're going to report you" and all that other stupid shit. What was it? Apex something. I don't remember the name of their guild. Yeah, that was the dumb part. Envious versus Asmon. Yes, that I would love to see that. Chilling, waiting for Friday. Brutal. Me too. I actually have to go into work Friday morning though for a little bit, so I don't think I'll be starting at 8:30. I'll probably be starting around 10 my time, but we'll see. not quality. I'll show the Reddit post. Don't worry, Lulu. I'll show everyone what you said about our server. Oh, KLC would have some fun starting drama with Asmon too. Yeah. I don't know how Jamie. I don't know. I just don't want him on ours. I don't want.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
Don't know what the fuck a node is. I don't know what server Soda Poppin was on. That is kind of like a jump scare, a little bit. As was mentioned in the chat. Yeah. So, all right. What time is it? About 9:30. Since we were talking about Guild Nova Ordem, Lineker, DA, and Envious, I will show this came up today. I love Lineker. Lineker just has a lot of he's on top of things. Like he is really good at talking shit, basically. They sit in global chat and it's hilarious to watch everyone talk in global. Why is this not on dark mode? Nothing is working tonight. Nothing is working. I don't know what's going on, but nothing is working. I love Lineker's music choice for the PvP. Yeah. Although I don't know what they're saying in that first one. You can keep play. I mean, it's there, Brutal. It's there to play. Don't have to say sorry. I don't understand any of the Portuguese. Yeah, that's what I say. I showed it to Roar while he was live, and he muted it because he didn't want to get in trouble. He didn't know what they were saying. Before you move on, can you link that site? Oh, with the info on the phases. Yeah, it was just their website. Here. It was just part of their news. So there you go. You can download the pictures too if you want. But back to this. So this was put up today with another YouTube video that was, again, just wonderful. So they continue to go at each other. Envious is actually kind of fighting on a few spots, a few different people coming at them, but they keep posting their own. They keep posting PvP videos of each other. And again, yesterday what we talked about was this Envious video, PvP video, had like 2,000. I think it had like 2,000 views, but it had 15,000 likes. Like clearly somebody was botting it, right? Botting for likes. And that was kind of quickly pointed out. And they claimed that it was someone from Lineker's Guild that was trying to make them, quote, look bad. I don't know if that's true or any of that, but this thing came out today. And this is where Envious Lineker kind of talks a little bit about this PvP tournament that they had. And no one showed up because they were supposed to be level 15. And he claims that Envious exploited their way to 25. And so no one showed up. Again, I think Envious is the first to get to 25, but take that for what you will. And it's just funny. All the up votes here. Now I don't know how many of the upvotes are his own guild, because he does have a very, very large guild. But this is what I'm here for. I just want to continue seeing all of the drama that comes out of this. Will be great. So the video, let's see if I can actually put it up. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though. That's muted. No, I don't think you could hear that. Shit. All right, now maybe you should. Let's start over. There we go. I don't know how they're exploiting, actually. I don't know that they are. That's just a claim. Yeah, his music is top notch. I don't know where he gets this from. But it definitely feels like Nova Ordem is like a target also for several people right now. We're in an ad break. Holy shit. Why do these ad breaks keep coming up? I'm going to pause it because y'all are in an ad break on Twitch. Twitch is just painful with these ads. Super painful. All this damn time. I thought I had turned this down to where it wouldn't keep doing this shit. I'm not sure how I feel about 4 health bars. I think it works. I've thought it's fine. You know, I think it adds to that whole risk versus reward thing, right? That Steven's talking about, because you just don't know. You don't know exactly. You don't know if you're going to kill them or not, and so here it is, chasing down Envious. I don't know where he gets his music.
Hey, yo, Envious. Did you guys think you'd get away without a Brazilian song?
Yeah. All right. So now we get back to the music. A little bit better. You know, you just don't know you don't know exactly who to believe, right? Because both of them put out videos that show them killing each other. So it's hard to know who's actually telling the truth. Yeah, they then posted a lot of stuff about people getting mad at them for ganking. Yeah, classic tactic, only showing your best moments. Yeah, for sure. That's why I say it's really hard to know who's actually sort of quote winning, even if there even is winning right now. Anyways, that just goes on and on. So, yeah, I thought this was hilarious, and he gave a little bit more background to sort of the drama that they're going through right now on Vladis's stream, which was that he claims he didn't say this for sure, but I wrote it down. He had some sort of conversation going on with DA in Discord, and he said something to the effect that DA started deleting. I think it was DA. I don't know. Somebody from Envious started deleting messages in Discord, which he thought was really weird. And then all of a sudden, he got a call from Roshan saying that they had a report that Lineker was breaking NDA. And so Lineker went on to kind of talk about how he thought that was Envious actually trying to get him in trouble, and them deleting their posts so that they couldn't be found out. So I don't know. There's also a lot of theories about the Envious Discord and their members, and sort of how NDAs are not done there, but that's all hearsay. So the end of it was Lineker saying that he's actually started, I think, having some people come from Envious to his guild. So I don't know. I think there will be much more to come from there. I watched another video from Envious's side, and they actually claim that, and they appear to have video proof that some members of Over Nordum DC. So there's I think it's Alt F4, which I don't know if it's been patched. It's a bug that would just immediately remove you from the game. So if you didn't want to die, you just Alt F4 and you'd be out. And so they claim to have some footage of Nova Ordem players just sort of disappearing, and the presumption was they were Alt F4 and out, but definitely some hard feelings. So are you able to tell us what server they're on? They're on Resna. Not trying to run into that BS the second I start. Yeah, no, they're on Resna. So Resna has always been the kind of sweaty server, the high PvP, the sort of big guilds that can't get along, has been Resna. So the way it's laid out right now for NA anyways, Resna is going to be, like I said, Guild Over Nordum, Nova Ordem, sorry, and Um, Envious, I think Imperium's there. Is that right? I'm trying to think of who. What's the name of their guild? There's another big, yeah, Ethereum. I think it's on Resna as well. And they're another big PvP guild. Yeah, EPH is there. So, so you just have a lot of the big PvP guilds there. So, you know, you kind of should be able to figure out what you're getting. And then you have Lilith, which the main people in Lilith are going to be, well, the main person is Pirate Software and Thor, but then you also have Narc there as well. They seem to be working together pretty well. So, speaking of Narc,
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
They actually seem to be planning pretty well. So Lilith might not be a bad place to go. But yes, I agree, Mr. Niptastic. All the cool kids are on Vira. That is where we all hang out. So definitely you can try to come hang out with us. And you know, there's not been a lot of drama on Vira that not that I know of. But I'm sure there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm just waiting. Actually, oh no, I was sent a video. It's funny how salty people get. I think it was the Dunhold group. So Thogley's group. Somebody put a video out on them, and I'm forget. Oh, Contagion. They're on Vira. Apparently, some members of Dunhold killed one of Contagion's caravans, but it was like a one-person caravan. And so there's this like 20 to 25-minute video of them getting super pissy at Dunhold and tracking them down and killing them. So I guess there's a little bit of drama going on in Vira, but not nearly like it's been on some of the other servers. Hello, hey, LOL, hey, Caravan's a caravan. I agree. All fair play. I mean, I agree. And when it's being a caravan that's being run by one person, like if you're part of a big guild, I mean, if you're part of this Contagion guild, if you're going to run a caravan, you should have people with you. Like that's the point of a caravan. Caravans, by the way, have been buggy, but also we have had this sort of debate resurface about why people would want to defend caravans. What's up, Royer? That debate has come up with the majority of people that I've heard talking about it say that they don't see a reason to defend right now. The time you put in, you don't get anything back. Watch the caravan with a single guy take out 5 attackers. Caravans have a lot of health right now too, so that'll all get balanced out. But no sleep till Brooklyn. Yes, thank you for the teabag. Yeah, that's on there. That's one of my favorite ones. I got to find some more. I was summoned here by a friend group because I don't have a key, but they do. Well, Austin, the giveaway right now is all over on Twitch. So YouTube gets really weird about some of that. So it's just been a lot easier on Twitch. So through Stream Elements. We will do that on Friday. So the plan right now is for people to kind of get their tickets in. And then Friday, as everyone's sort of getting geared up for the server to launch, we'll kind of pull some stuff then. I like this series. Yeah. All the cool kids are on Vira, and then the next message is, yeah, go to Lilith. There's an unofficial Discord for Resna where you can see. Can you send me that? Like either DM or you can link it here, I think. I have the Vira Discord, obviously, but I don't have the Resna one. So I want to start. I'm actually going to start joining in a lot of the guild Discords as well. I just have to figure out how to manage that on Discord, having so many servers. Because I want to get in and start watching everybody and figuring out where all the crazy shit's going on. I kind of want to also just create some characters on the other servers, but I don't want to spend 100 hours leveling them up. Honestly, I'm not the biggest PvPer, but I'm trying to get a nice RP stint going on. You know, PvP has not been a big part of this for me. I've only been ganked by one person, and that person is Richie SH, that asshole. And you can tell him I said that. Other than that, I've not been I've just not been PvP'd. I have PvP. I have killed other people. I've killed corrupted people. Um, you know, so the ganking elements I don't think are too bad. There have been some ganking that's happened. I've had some people telling me a couple of times in the sort of newbie areas that there was somebody that would come through and just kill everybody and get corrupted. But you know, I've not really had to mess with that too much, which has been nice. Now I will say it's a little bit different because when you're at a good grind spot, you know, if you're at a good grind spot and somebody comes up behind you, you do have to pay attention. So, um, you know, because of the potential for them to flag on you, you do have to have eyes in the back of your head, especially if you're in a really good grind spot that drops really good stuff. So that is a little different. That's a little bit different of an experience. I kind of liked it. It adds for me. It adds to what I'm doing. I do not want to go down the whole rabbit hole of risk versus reward. I hate that. I hate that conversation. I've gotten so tired of hearing risk versus reward, but it definitely adds to some of the sort of anxiety / fun nature of what you're doing. I'm so worried for this game, man. I love New World because of PvP and wars, but the devs aren't fixing the weapon exploits and allowing exploiters to run wild. Now exploits and ashes worries me. I mean, I think they'll get it fixed. Harbington. That right now it's just all it's largely. I mean, they're doing some balancing, some bug fixes, but it really is right now just all about their servers. Um, you know, and they still have some problem with servers, so you know, I wouldn't get too worried about it right now. I'm pretty sure they'll balance everything out, and they listen, which is nice. So, risk versus reward. They took the high risk of running a one-man caravan to keep all the reward. It failed. Move along. Nothing to see here. Apparently, the background. There's a little bit more background. I guess I didn't say in that. Per the video I watched, Contagion and Dunhole were quote on good terms. And so they were pissed that a guild that they were on good terms with did this. It's funny though. They are super salty. They were so pissed off. So super pissed off. Someone told me that ignorance is BIS guild is a bunch of nerf herders. Yeah, you don't want to get in with that crowd. They don't know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure their charter says that. Charter says we don't know what we're doing. We don't have any goals. We don't have any. We're not motivated to do grand things. Join us if you don't want to have any responsibility. I'm pretty sure that's what Royer's speech was, something like that. They have a lot of members now, actually. I think when they started, it was just like 5 of them, and the last I think I heard them talking, there's 30 or 40 people. So I don't know who started that guild, but now you get to run a guild, and I don't know that that was your plan, but you're kind of stuck with it now. So good luck. Austin, I made the journey from YouTube to Twitch. Yeah, again, sorry. I've been looking really hard to try to be able to do the giveaway on YouTube, and it's just more complicated, which it's frustrating, but so sorry. I'm trying to catch up on all your all's chat. There's a lot going on here. I think they work a lot faster than AGS does, and I think they know PvP is core to their game. Yeah, I mean, they've worked so hard on combat for so long. I don't think they're going to do anything that lets them what's up, Drunk Ninja? That lets the exploits continue. So, they already fixed leveling, perch, exploits. Yeah, they've done a lot of patching. That's why I'm not super concerned. I think again the focus is just all about networking right now. Hi, is it an okay time to ask a question about AOC versus other MMOs? Well, first off, Will, thank you for joining us. For your first message, welcome. You're welcome here. You can ask any question anytime. Yeah, go right ahead. I'm just catching back up on chat, so if I don't answer it right away, it's just because I'm delayed here trying to read everything. But yes, ask a question. Ask right away. What else here? The political side does worry me. Atlas was a political nightmare at launch. Still fun, but short-lived. I think the politics side is going to be super intriguing. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the crazy shit that comes out. I want those stories. I never really got into EVE Online, but you know, I can just remember all the PC Mag articles about the crazy shit that happened in EVE, about the fighting, the people that would backstab, the alliances that would break apart, and just all of the sort of behind the scenes parts to that. And that's what I want to see in a high fantasy world. So that's what I'm looking for from Ashes. And I think we'll get it. So we're already starting to see some weird shit, but and we're not really even that far in. So the best time to have exploits found is now. Second best is beta. That's true. Yeah, but you also have to have your people reporting them too. Is night play good? I really would like there to be sneaking going on at night is where robberies occur. It's not super dark, I would say. So, you know, if you're looking for something to be incredibly super dark, it's not. At least when I've played, I don't know if you can adjust settings to be different. They might change that, but I didn't feel like it was a super dark environment. Penumbra, I've been ganked twice, both times while farming solo. That sucks. Were you in like a place with a lot of great resources or drops? Of course, I guess when I say I've not been ganked, I've largely just played with groups too. I've not really soloed, so that might change things a little bit. The game I played the second most to WoW in my life has been Ultima Online. And just like open PvP with consequences like corruption system leads to a very immersive environment. Yeah, John, that's what we're experiencing, I think, right now. Because like in real life, everyone you meet in the real world can be cool or a dick who might murder you. It's true. This is just the start of the internal guild politics. Yes, Brody, 100%. We are nowhere near where we can get. So that will continue to build as we go, which I am all here for. I want more than just Nova Ordem and Envious. We need more than that. We need all the weird shit, all the crazy conversations. I want you all to come to me with receipts, with audio, video receipts, screenshots. I'll be the one to tell your story. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be you. I'll be that person that documents all of this for us, so we know how the servers actually played. Looks great though. I've loved seeing devs get involved with the game and the community. Oh, that's been excellent. Steven's involvement with the community has been top notch. You know, they're super fucking busy. And for him to actually take time out and, you know, take Royer, I don't know if Royer's still listening, but, you know, take him to jail, get his stuff back, you know, go corrupted, fight people, take Narc up there to jail, take Thor up to jail. You know, all of that interaction has been incredibly fun to see during a very busy time, and it's very, very appreciated. I think that's part of what contributes to them having such a good weekend is that interaction. And your devs are out there playing with you all. I don't know if you guys know this, but they are out there. They are fighting with you. So we had a couple of content creators that got killed by them, and they didn't know until afterwards that it was some of the developers. So, Steven even spawned some bosses on Thor's raid. Tummock and Firebrand. I assume they wiped. Steven's shenanigans were fun to watch. No, he did that perfectly, but he's good for advertising this game, right? Anybody that's watched him talk, he's good. He's good at sort of getting those situations in a way that work better for him and his company. So he knows his shit. I might need to join BIS then because I want to just shoot the shit and do random stuff. Yes, go to Ignorance's BIS if that's what you want, because I'm pretty sure that's the requirements that Warrior has of you, is just to shoot the shit and do nothing. And they have some good players. So, well, I'm excited to play this Friday. Hopefully, I won't be let down. I know it's an alpha, so I will judge it based off that. Well, Harvington, what I would say is I'm happy you're going to be playing with us. I would expect, if I were you, I would expect there to be a small delay in the time. We're supposed to go up 10 a.m. Central, and servers are supposed to be open until Sunday 10 p.m. or not 10 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Pacific is when they start, and they go Friday, and they will close Sunday 10 p.m. Pacific time. But they have typically had some delays. They've also bring the servers down for periods of time. Now they've gotten much faster about that, so that they can push some patches and update some stuff. So it's not going to be a 24/7 up, but it'll be close. So, but you know, I would just be prepared for the potential like hour, 3 hour delay. But yeah, if you come on to Vira, come hang out with us. I'm Phantom X everywhere, including on Vira. I'm a cleric. I'm currently a level 15 cleric. Happy to heal you. I think I'm okay healing as a cleric. We had a lot of grinding in some pretty crazy ass areas this last weekend, and I've had pretty shitty gear. And for the most part, we have done pretty well. I have died a lot. I think I've died about a dozen times every day, but that's sort of expected. I think for Ashes, it's a difficult, challenging game, and it's just not balanced yet. So be ready to die. Drunk Ninja, have you joined a guild yet? Yes. So I ended up joining Genesis with Rive. Now I've joined them as a casual member, not a hardcore member, but yes. Perhaps if Ignorance is BIS had been there before, maybe I would have ended up on a different team, but we at least still play together. I've had a ball learning the game. Yeah, it's a complex game. There's a lot to it. They do need to flesh out the new player experience, but I'm curious to see what they settle on with that, because it's such a complex game. You know, like I don't think you should really be telling them new player about nodes right away, because it's going to be a little while before they get to nodes, so they're going to forget about it if you tell them right away. So I'm super curious to see how things end up.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
I don't know what the fucking node is. I have no fucking idea. He's got some more really good lines in that. I should probably cut those out as well and put them on here. He got super pissed. Cool. I've never played an MMO for any serious amount of time, and AOC interests me greatly. I'm wondering if there are any MMOs that would be good for me to get an idea if I'll like AOC without having to pay for the alpha. Well, it's so interesting to meet people like you. And I say that I mean that in a nice way. Because it seems like Ashes is pulling in a lot of people that haven't been interested in MMOs, which is just very interesting to me, kind of why they're doing that, or how that's being done. I don't know if it's the PvP that's interests people, or what, but I have heard that a lot actually. That we have a lot of people coming in that have never played MMORPGs, so it's cool. That's really cool. You know, you can't really play ArcAge anymore. I think Lineage. Well, you could play ArcAge Classic. It is a private server though. I think you can do Lineage 2 private servers. Is that right, Ludaloo? Can you? I assume there's some Lineage 2 servers that you can play on. Those are probably the two that I would say. Well, they are the two biggest ones that Intrepid built off of. Those are the games that Steven Sharif liked the most, and so that's where his visions sort of start. Yeah, ArcAge just closed its servers. Yeah. The private servers I think are pretty decent. I think it's ArcAge Classic, is the name of it, which I've not really heard anything bad about. ArcAge private servers is a hit or miss. Yeah, I'd have to go into Discord, because I think I'm actually a part of their Discord. ArcAge Classic, yeah, and ArcRage. That's an interesting name, Arc Rage. I wonder why they settled on that. Right before the server went down, I lost 130 glint and 1 death. Damn, Adam. How'd that happen? You know, I died enough times. I died so many times in Ursine Cave Sunday. I just quit checking my inventory because I already knew I didn't have anything. Like I had dropped it all. Like we actually had a couple of times we had like multiple deaths on the same pole, which is always painful. You know, one of them I resurrected back at the shrine like you're supposed to, but then I got teleported right back to the bear that killed me, and it killed me a second time. So yeah, I lost all of my shit. That material loss is the most painful part, I think, about death. It's just your materials loss. It's a pain in the ass. Snarkwave, I'd say try and Throne and Liberty, Guild Wars 2. Yeah. I mean, Throne and Liberty is your the spiritual successor supposedly of Lineage 2. So I think that would make sense. Although I believe a lot of the folks that were in Arc deep into Throne and Liberty now have largely switched over to Ashes once it's live. At least the people I know. In my 50 hours of gameplay, I was only ganked once right out of the start. Do you know who did it? Were you able to go track them down? Reborn and Elmore are two big L2 private servers. Yes, I've heard of yes, L2 Reborn. So you can definitely go check those out if you don't mind private servers to get an idea. I love that deaths actually physically and mentally hurt. Yeah, deaths are painful. The XP debt's fine. That goes away really fast. But you know, for I think one death I would at level 15 anyways, it was like 8 or 9,000 EXP debt, but you know, we were getting 2 to 3 thousand EXP per kill, so it went away really fast. I love to watch all MMORPG fans who are mainly above 30 or 40 ages. The warriors rose from the grave. We can finally give away our life to a good MMO after years. Yes, Sinjana. Yeah, I've been waiting for something. We'll see if Ashes is it. I think they're going to be in a good place, but I don't know. I still have to see. There's so much that's still missing, but I thought EXD debt was going to hurt the most. No, it's certain. I don't think it has. I don't. Maybe people disagree with me. I think the material loss is by far material loss is the biggest pain point of dying. You know, if you have, well, someone said 130 glint gone in one death. That's a lot of glint. It's a lot of money that you just lost. So I think actual pirates are in a war with a guild. I forgot who it was. It was quite the drama on Lenneth. Well, Beastly, let me know. I want to know. I need to join some of these unofficial realm discords as well and start poking around. Let's see. I'm way behind. That's good though. That's good. That means we're all in here chatting. So just takes me a minute to catch up. Steven got Thor's raid to group on him, and then Firebrand melted them all. Firebrand's no joke. I still wonder if they tested that with PVX. I feel like it's very hard. I feel like it's a hard encounter just without people potentially stabbing you in the back. You know, add people trying to stab you in the back, and I'm not sure. All right, I'm just gonna speed down. I left 25 green zinc cooking when servers went down. I hope it's there Friday. That will be a very interesting experiment. Well, why did you put them in? Didn't they tell us when the servers were coming down? That's what, 25 minutes, right? 25 minutes to process all that. Oh, you forgot them. Well, there's that too. I'm glad we can find some mining spots now. That's been nice. I usually only die to bugs. I die to a lot of shit that's not bugs, although rubber banding is part of it. We also had a bear that kept teleporting us back to his maul. And so I died from him mauling me 3 times, even as I ran away. So can never find copper. Yeah, I haven't either. I found plenty of stone, but I've not found any ore. I think that stuff gets eaten up really fast by people. So there's a Reddit thread on the Ashes of Creation Reddit about it. It's more so a drama thing because they were allegedly mass reporting. Oh, yeah. That was Apex something or other, right? I don't remember the name. I thought it was Apex something. Was the name of the guild. I've got quite a bit of. Yeah, it's because you know where to go, Ludaloo. You got your special place. 2 heroic copper. Not to brag. Well, are you going to process them? Are you going to do anything with them? That's the bigger question. I thought about getting into Throne and Liberty until I learned that you can never get all the best in-game stuff without swiping your card. Well, luckily, you will not have that here. Me Crush You. I like your name. Me Crush You. I'm curious, Me Crush You, what race do you play and class do you plan to play? I have a prediction in my brain, and I want to know if I'm right. You all bragging about all the stuff you have. I have 5 heroes, 7 rare, 2 uncommon, and 5 common. Not to brag, though. Everybody's trying to measure the size of their penises in chat right now with how much fake ore they have, how much game fake ore that's probably has a chance of not being there when you log in on Friday. Or penises. Donating abilities for processing levels. Yeah. I think you're gonna have to 100% be, if you want to craft, you got to be in a big guild. I don't think there's going to be any real growth for a solo crafter, or if there is, it's going to take a long time. So I think if your goal is to be one of the top crafters in the server, or sorry, the realm, got to get terms right. They're realms, not servers. You're gonna have to be a part of a big guild, and they're gonna have to funnel you a lot of shit. So Ludal is full of it anyways. Actually, he did show some screens. He was bragging. He took some screenshots. Well, I actually saw he was streaming, and I saw what he had in his bag. So he's telling the truth, I think. Unless he was really, really fucking with me. So I have a massive headache from the lack of sleep caused by all the copper farmers. Yeah, it's hard. You know, it was even worse 2 weekends ago. You could find nothing tier 1. But they have increased the spawn supposedly, and you do see that in the, at least the granite and stuff. You'll see that much more often now than you did before. People need to spend it on buildings this weekend. Yeah, I've always played fighter warrior, but thinking about changing it up to ranger or rogue. Still undecided on race. Yeah, with the Me Crush You, I assume fighter warrior. That's what I was curious about. Ranger's okay. I love having a ranger in the group for blessed weapon. Range DPS is sort of the best for me as a cleric to put that buff on, so that I can get mana back. There's 2 things that I absolutely want in a group as a cleric. One is actually 3, depending on the size of the group. One is a bard. Have to have a bard. Bard is, you just need a bard for mana regen. The other is range DPS. Specifically, I would like to have a ranger, because that just, again, does seem the best place to put the blessed weapon. The third thing that I like is as another cleric. But that's more so if we have an 8-man group that is fighting stuff that are 3 stars and sort of multiple levels above us. Because we ran into a lot of times where I sort of got threat from healing, and I was the only cleric, and if I die, there's no one to resurrect me. And so that inevitably leads to the group either wiping or running out. So with 2 clerics, somebody can, the second cleric can actually raise me. So those are in my opinion, the 3 must-haves for a well-rounded 8-person group. Bard, ranger, 2 clerics. With that, I think you could take almost anything. There's some pretty overpowered fighters out there as well. What's up, Neural? You haven't missed anything. We're just hanging out. Just chatting. Today is a day that probably will not lend to much sleep, so we're hanging out. Bard heals are actually decent. And for like full groups or the copper is what hurts, yeah. Dropped 2 copper stacks. Or sorry, I dropped 2 stacks of copper Sunday night into a mimic. Yeah, that death is it's material loss. It sucks. I think it's needed, but it sucks. It sucks really hard. So that spin to win on the fighter is nuts. Yes, it is. Especially if somebody that's really well geared. Vladis is really well geared and has a really good fighter. I think he kept pulling aggro off of Warrior, actually. Did you see the sword firebrand dropped when Steven killed it for Thor's group? Stats were nuts. Yep. There's a big gear divide right now. So what I mean by that is, number one, gear is what matters the most, not character level. And so, you know, you're gonna want the best gear, but there's big differences between levels 5, 10, 15, 20 gear. So and in between, you know, your common gear and your uncommon and your rare. So there are some pretty large discrepancies in gear that's gonna, I think, need some balancing. Does resing reduce EXP debt versus reviving? It's a thing in FF 11. I think their intent is to allow different types of reses and stuff like that, and items as well. I don't know that it's in right now. I'm trying to think. But yes, they do intend to have ways to resurrect that help reduce your your EXP debt. So, why is a ranger necessary for a well-rounded group? Well, that's my preference for as a cleric. Welcome in, El Bolio, for the first message. Appreciate you. So the cleric has something called Blessed Weapon, which you put on a target, preferably a ranged DPS target. That gives the ranged DPS some extra damage. I think like burning and if it's radiant. But it also gives me in turn mana regen and actually pretty good mana regen depending on the person I put it on. So my preference is to have a ranger. You can put it on a mage too. You can put it on a fighter. It seems to work less well on a fighter. Definitely works less on a tank. For me, as the cleric wanting to get more mana, because you know, if I don't have a good range DPS and I don't have a bard, mana management is very difficult. Very difficult, depending on where I'm at. So if I have a good range DPS with Blessed Weapon on and I have a good bard, mana management is super easy. It's not a problem at all typically. I'm almost never going out of mana, even with constant chain pulls. So let me find where did it go? I want to get this other little drama stuff that got kind of pulled up. Damn, where did it all? I got too many things open in chat or in my web browsers. Let's see here. I say it again, the whole econ system won't be in until phase 2 or probably later. Till then, they don't need to focus on gear much. Yeah, no, I get that. But there is a big discrepancy, though. Dobson, you just got to watch. You got to be logged into Stream Elements and just watch, and then you'll get some points to put into tickets. So, all right, I pulled some screens that I'm going to put into, let's see if I can get them in order here. This was another very interesting set of drama that I saw in chat. And And it's with erroneously, I think initially people were told, somebody said it was Envious, but I don't think it's Envious. So let me get this all sort of set up so I can kind of take you through the series of Discord messages that I thought were just hilarious. I got to start putting this. I did create a Discord channel for us for drama, so I need to put this stuff in there. All right, so please pulling the giveaway tonight. No, it's Friday. Brutal. We'll do it Friday in the morning. Wow, mid morning. Prior to servers going up. And we might do more than one. We'll see. I think it'll be more fun because people will be able to get in with us and play. Honestly, shouldn't even bother with the worrying about whether a class is strong or not. Just get a feel for the play style. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very good advice. Just definitely get a feel for the play style. So and mix and match. You know, you can use different weapons. You can use different armor. So definitely also mix and match stuff as well. So secondaries are going to influence things a lot too. Yes, me crush you. They most certainly will. It's going to be a while though. It's going to be a long while before we get secondaries. All right. So I noticed this in chat. There's 2 different guilds. Hey, Oracle, what's up? Mitch just wanted to say, I appreciate you teaching the community and helping educate people. Hey, yeah, we're just yeah, I'm happy to help. We're hanging out. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'll try to help you with. All right, so the backstory here is apparently this all centers on PvP, right? Every little bit of drama seems to center on PvP and people getting pissy. We already talked about Envious and Lineker's Guild. I mentioned Contagion and Dunhold on Vira, kind of getting into it, and PvPing. Like it all just centers on who people getting pissy about whether or not they have won PvP battle, and then that leads to just some really wacky shit. This one was kind of extreme, which is why I pulled this up to sort of share. Actually, it looks like an ad. I can snooze it. I can snooze the ad break again. All right, so there was a person in, I think it's in Ethereum. No, wait, they're not in Ethereum. Well, let me just show you. So there was people PvPing, and this person, CC My Life, apparently ended up killing another person called Han, and they decided and then put it up on YouTube, put up the kill on YouTube, and this Han person did not like it, and so they actually copyright striked the video because they were in it and they didn't like that. So this was the sort of series of screens, and it's all in Discord, so you can go read about this. It's all in Discord if you just search these people's names. And this, I just put this up here because it's 2 random people, right? I don't know. You know, I think CCC, if I did try to look at who are these guild people, what are they in? So it looks like the CCC is actually a European guild. So they're on, I think, a European server. But this CC My Life person put up a video, and this guy got really upset, as you can see down here. Chat wasn't covered, which is a really big no-no. Your video title has false stuff included, and you included footage of myself I clearly told you not to add. I don't know why they think they're entitled to not being on a stream, but apparently they think they are. And so they copyrighted it. Yeah, there's the video is no longer available. all just because I got pissed about PvP. So I don't know if this will lead to some guild stuff or not. But I'm going to be following this just to see what happens. I'm curious if the copyright strike gets reversed or not. This is one of the shittiest things you can do. We went through this with Narc and with shit, what's his name? God damn it. He's not in the group anymore. Anyways, we went through this before with Jalan. Yes, Jalan. Yeah, I don't like him. That's why I forget his name all the time. So we kind of and that turned into a big deal because Jalan copyright striked Narc for doing covering his video. This is just the shittiest thing you can do. The CC strike will get 100% reversed. I hope so. I really hope so, because for anyone that's actually trying to create a channel and trying to just get into YouTube or Twitch, whatever, like those copyright strikes are a pain. Like that can just kill that can kill your momentum. That can kill your channel. You know, I think Narc talked about being not able to earn on YouTube while that was all going on. And Jaylon eventually withdrew the copyright strike, but this is just absolutely terrible to do to somebody. So if this is all true, I hope that this Han, Raleigh, whatever, dies multiple times in PvP, not for real, but in game, because this is just an absolutely shitty thing to do. And this was his excuse. I don't like the guy. Usually I don't care. Told him not to upload part of our fights, where I was also. So, anyways, you can read this, but told him I would copyright strike him, and he did. So we'll see what happens. People are just too sensitive about a game. Yeah. I mean, that's why you see people show up to people's houses. Somebody was talking in Discord about, I think it was an Eve player that showed up at another Eve player's house and cut their power or something like that. So people just go crazy. CCC, KOS, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Yeah, in his guild, I don't know how much I should share, so because I don't know the full story, but I did put, their guild is on Ashes of Creation's website. You can see their recruitment. It's one of those that I'm probably going to join the Discord. I don't know how many Discords I'll get kicked out of if I keep doing this, but I want to find out. What does CCC stand for, and is this on Resna? I'm trying to figure out where exactly everything occurred, to be honest. Because when I pull the guild for CCC, it is listed as a EU guild. So I assume that's where it was, but I'm not entirely sure. The other really interesting thing about this is both of these people really don't have much conversation in Discord. They've really only recently started posting things in Discord. So versus those of us that have been, following the game for 7 years and have a lot of messages in Discord. But this got so bad, somebody started like tagging Steven. Like, I don't know that I would recommend that. Was it here? Somewhere no, it's not on any of these, but they actually started tagging Steven, like, can you help, kind of thing. And he's not going to help with this. So he's too busy. 2-minute ad break. Damn it. These stupid ads. All right. But that's the main drama for tonight. That is what I had a chance to sort of look through while I was hanging out. So yeah, Spencer, we're gonna try to start doing, if I can get people kind of confiding in me a little bit, letting me know what's going on their servers. I hate to call it drama. We should call it news. A news section, a news discussion when we don't have times, when we can't play games. So I'm gonna start trying to join some Discords. But yeah, if you know anybody that knows some insider shit, send them to me. I will happily talk to them. Let me help. I'm gonna grab popcorn and watch the drama. Do we know if it is beneficial to travel to further nodes versus closer? Yes, it is. Actually, initially they even had it laughable as to where you could just turn your commodities into into the original node, and that became a quickly exploited problem that they fixed right away. But yes, you do get more gold if the further you travel. So pretty sure someone got violent against another person, ended their life due to arcage. Yeah, was that the Florida? There was somebody in Florida. I remember something in Florida happened. That might have been a different thing, but oh, there was on Twitter. I don't know how many people follow Ash's Moments, but they kind of collate stuff. They actually have this thread up of basically what we just talked about regarding these two guilds. So, and I think this is the one where Envious talks about. Here it is. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear this.
AOC Discord knows that. Quit it. Your ass. You don't ever fight.
Here,
Nova Ordem, you are literal dumpster fire trash. Everybody in the fucking entire AOC Discord knows that. Quit it. Your ass. You don't ever fight fair. All you do is Alt F4. I have 5 clips of you guys Alt F4ing. You're literal dumpster fire.
So Alt F4 is currently a bug where your character just immediately leaves the world. So what they're claiming, right, is that in some of these fights, members of Nova Ordem just disappear because they're Alt F4ing out of the game rather than fighting back, is what they're claiming.
I don't respect you guys. I respect EPH because they're manhandling us and they got fucking gamers over there. Nova Ordem is literal dumpster trash. You're worse than us.
So I don't know much about Ethereum. I assume they're really good. Like, who knows much about them? It sounds like they're a pretty strong guild, right? Like, are they strong enough that they could come in and kind of run things? Are they that big or not?
Us. By far. You've been punked out by us millions of times. We have hours of compilations of you getting smacked off. We have nothing on EPH besides getting our ass beat. Correct? So Nova's not in the conversation because we've tried to hunt you down. You baited us, tried to get us to kill you, and then you wait. We rush you. Your whole guild Alt F4s, bro. You're not even worth the time. I'd rather bash my face into EPH and keep losing or win one time. Bro, Lineker, I dueled you and smacked the shit out of you, and then you got mad about it and hunted me down with 3 or 4 people for an hour straight, dog.
Yeah, so there you go. 400 to 500 people. Wow, they're large. Very large then. Ran things in New World as well, and in Throne and Liberty too. Isn't EPH the guild? The golden? No, yeah, they're not in that. I hope they can get on soon. I know that they had a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's Nexus. That's what they're in. I know they had a lot of damage and stuff that they're trying to get through. Oh, here's the example of their characters just sort of disappearing. So they claim this is them using an exploit. Again, Alt F4 to log out of the game. So I don't know if you saw that. They have a character here, and he just disappears. He's just gone. So that's where they're sort of claiming that they're using this exploit so that they don't have to fight. Yeah, I mean it does seem pretty obvious, and I don't think anybody, Linux or anybody else, talked about it. But yeah, he just goes poof. He's almost dead and then just gone. So, but that will be a continuous thing that I think we will get to hear about very, very regularly is Envious and Nova Ordem. So I watched a video today where the trash he refers to beat him so handily. So I don't know about what he said. Yeah, Brad, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say because each of them put out videos of them killing each other. So it's like I don't know who's the stronger, like who's telling the truth. Yeah, so yeah, they're okay. Yeah, it's they lost a lot of furniture. Yeah, I saw them in chat, so hopefully we start seeing them more. Hope Intrepid punishes behavior like this fast and doesn't sleep on it. Well, Morty, again, it's an interesting conversation about whether you can use exploits and stuff right now or not, right? In an alpha, whether they should get in trouble or not, because there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Mass unstuck. No, it's Alt F4. I'll have to try it next time. Well, no, I don't want to try it because it just puts you back in the queue, and I don't want to be back in the queue. Sorry if this was asked already, but what do you think would be a better new player experience? Join a new server if one is launched, or joining Vira? That's a good question. You know, the new server, you're going to have people that will more be at your level. Now there's an 8-level gap, so you don't have to necessarily be right at the same level as everyone else, but it's pretty good range. Yeah, I'd say you could probably do well with either. You'll obviously have more people that are kind of your introductory range at a new server, but it wouldn't take super long to catch up. Levels 1 through 9 go really fast, and then it's the levels after that that take a little bit of time. So pretty fun to exploit a drop instead of getting killed. Yeah, as if you're protecting a kill death stat that doesn't even exist. Yeah, that's all about ego. All about ego. I also hear that they argue, but they still can talk to each other. Oh yeah. Lineker's talked about he doesn't mind. He likes talking to DA. Oh, sorry if I read off your real name. Yeah, I'm just reading off what's ever in chat. Difference. What is the difference in losing EXP and EXP debt? Well, you don't lose XP. So you're not losing experience. You can't de-level. Like in EverQuest, you could actually lose a level. You cannot de-level here, but you do accrue a debt. So you have to work off your debt before you can continue gaining more experience to your level. So you get a little bit of red on your experience bar. You have to work that down before you can work the other up. So you're not really losing experience, if that makes sense. All 3 guilds are using exploits. Yeah, they probably all are. Yeah, you know, pointing fingers at each other like that. What does that mean with the Spider-Man? Oh, the Spider-Man's pointing at each other. Might be a test. Doesn't give you the free reign to exploit. And I think Steven said something along that lines. Yeah, I think they have said they would rather us not once we find something. Despite being on the streamer server, I don't think I'd want to be on the other 2. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Vira. Vira's been good. So we got good mayors, good people on the servers. You know, it's not super toxic. So, well, I got this video of Rive up. He did a really, really awesome initial video of some of his thoughts once the NDA was brought down. So he did this as a follow-up. So I thought we could sit here and chat with this for a little bit. I got probably about an hour still. And I'm trying to see what's going on, you know, over here in the US. It's a crazy, crazy time, man. So, I might need to take a break, go bathroom here in a minute. All right, am I in a guild? Yes. So I joined actually Genesis with Rive. You know, we were going to start Theory Forge as a guild, but I don't, you know, the play times for me and Neuro are very different, and Diggs isn't playing. So Diggs played for like 1 or 2 hours the first weekend, and he's not played since. So rather than do a Theory Forge guild, I just decided to join Rive. I like Rive. Richie was in it at the time, but they formed their Ignorance's BIS guild. But yeah, I'm still in Genesis, so I heal for them, but just casually. I'm not trying to be hardcore. I think Genesis is one of the largest on Vira at this point, though. Rive is mayor of Winstead. Does this game have daggers? Yes. Wait. It will.
Yes, or I just turn.
All right. Actually, before what the
Yeah,
hell
yeah,
just
that's another
happened?
one of these super.
Before I start this, I'll be right back. I need to get up and get another drink. I'm out of this. I'm gonna get some water, and then I'll be right. Give me like 2-3 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. watch this, and that might end up being the all for me tonight. Yeah, phase 1 is so phase 2 is rogues and dual wield daggers. Yeah, I'm really curious again to see what they do with their rogue. So, be very, very interesting to see what they do with their rogue. They tend to put a good spin on pretty much every class. I think so far they've done their own little spin. So I don't know what they'll do with their rogue, but we'll see. All right, here's Rive. I'm gonna make myself smaller. Mage rogue, yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, I'm gonna have fun mixing all these things together. Can't wait for the summer. Summer is gonna be super interesting. Of course, I'm cleric basically everywhere, so I do wonder what like a cleric summoner will be like. But
For lazy Rive videos where I just turn the camera on and talk for a little bit, I'm going to talk about the state of Ashes of Creation Alpha 2 in November 2024. Of course, I had that video that went, I guess, somewhat viral, at least by my standards. Not really. It was like 8K views. I wouldn't call that viral, but was reacted to by force, and a lot of people had nice comments about it, despite there being a lot of negatives in that video from me, which is nice to see, because a lot of
shoot, I don't, there's been talk about death magic. I don't think we have a lot of information about death magic. As far as the necromancer goes. So, I think the mage is pretty generic. Yeah. I mean, it's some people, from what I've heard, people are enjoying the mage though. So, but yeah, I don't think we've heard much about death magic for like a necromancer, but that I think a lot of people feel like it makes sense for a cleric to potentially have some form of death magic as well. Want to play a siren, tanky bard. Yeah, that'd be fun.
times negativity surrounding Ashes isn't taken very well by a lot of people. But everything
that is true. What he's saying is kind of true. So the first video he did was not necessarily super positive, and that is not always taken well in the community. So I do think though that his video he did was pretty well received. I think it was pretty accurate, the first one he did.
I said in that video still stands 100%. I stand by everything I said there. And I will add on to that though that I am enjoying the fuck out of the game, absolutely enjoying it. And it's with a guild, it's fun. And yes, we are a somewhat serious guild. However, we're still having a lot of fun. We jump in, we play. It's not high stress in most situations. It's just literally go to a spot and grind. That's the game right now. I know it's phase 1 and phase 2. A lot more content is planned. But I remember doing a video a long time ago, will Ashes be grindy? And the conclusion was, yeah, it's going to be grindy. It's based on Arcade. It's based on Lineage 2. This game's going to be grindy.
It is very, very grindy. That is accurate. It is. Yes, it is grindy.
Grindy. Anyone who thinks otherwise, you're not paying much attention to what this game is based on. So it's always going to have grind. However, the amount of grind that exists in this game currently is kind of ridiculous. I still enjoy it though. The only way you can have a grindy game and get away with it, at least from my perspective, is if the combat is really good. And the combat is fantastic. The combat is fantastic to me. It's just...
Yeah, combat's the best part of the game right now, hands down. There's not much content. Stuff's buggy. Servers aren't really working. Don't have a lot of quests. Don't have a lot of anything. But the combat's fun, so that's what matters. Yeah, shoot. Yes, you're right. The summoner cleric is necromancer. I was just commenting more on sort of the idea of death magic. I don't know that that's actually been anything that's been talked about, but I think a lot of people would like to see it if it could be done.
The matter of there needs to obviously be more than just grind at some point in the game, and there will be. In phase 2, there's a lot more coming. And of course, I'm doing the mayoral stuff, which the more I dig into that, the more I realize there's a lot more to it than I thought. And I didn't really want to be mayor, but it kind of happened that way. And actually, I'm starting to actually enjoy mayor. I'll be honest. I'm kind of actually enjoying mayor a little bit. First of all, you get the flying mount, which is absolutely insane. the things you can do, I can go scout areas for my group. I've got like a main leveling group that's kind of my party, so I don't got to go seek out parties all the time, and I know they're skilled players, and we can just get in, we can grind. I don't have to really say anything in voice. We just get in there and go. But with the mount, I can go fly around and find us really good spots. Where there's not a lot of contention, because sure, we could go contest, and we do that sometimes. We will contest spots, but
They do, yes. Genesis will, if we really want a spot, we will PvP you for it. Yes, that will happen. It's not all the time. It's they're not out there trying to PK people, but the fly mount is pretty OP. Considering most people will not have a flying mount, the speed, the ability to, it's I think pretty OP. They did, I believe, reduce the overall speed at some point during one of the patches, though. But yeah, having that flying mount's a big deal. Is the mount only in now because metros are not in? Well, I think any mayor has access to the mount, right? Not necessarily have to be metro related. Yeah, they nerfed it. Yeah. How many times have you gone into PvP? Not a ton. I'm not like I don't necessarily seek out PvP all the time. I'm not afraid of PvP. But I don't necessarily seek it out. But I mean, there's been a fair amount of times. You do have to be careful. You have to watch what's going on. So
we are on Virus server where we are the biggest guild there, and we're trying not to be assholes. We're trying to not push people out of spots. Now, I've got some people that do that in my guild. I don't do that with my group, and I tell people not to really do that kind of thing. We're trying to be nice to people in general. We are seeking out PvP later on once we hit 20, once we start to get geared up. We're going to seek some organized PvP, but we're not, in this early part of the game, we're not trying to be bad guys or anything like that. At least that's my goal. If you're on my server and if you've been killed by Genesis, well, I'm sorry, I can't control everybody 100%, right? We try to not be indiscriminate with our PvP, and I think for the most part, we're succeeding at that. But we are.
That's true. He'll tell you to quit shit if he thinks you're doing something you should be. That's very true.
Bloodthirsty to it. We do want some PvP, so if there's anybody that does want PvP, I know Bustin's guild, like, we have been fighting them every time we see them, and they fight us every time we see them, and they've got quite a few people, and that's fine. So they're a little bit of a rival, I would say, on our server. Anyways, the game is good for if you're a player like me that doesn't mind a grind. I don't mind a grind. I absolutely don't. I've played a lot of MMOs that were just grind fests, and I can do it. A lot of people can't, though. And I think once the luster wears off, at launch of this game, many, many years down the line, if it's still like primarily, if like 80% of your leveling is just going to a grind spot, the game will be very, very, very niche.
I agree with that. Yes, there are certainly games people have enjoyed the grind, but I do think that's a small group. That is a niche group. So I agree with everything he just said. It's like we were talking about earlier. If we get to where we have wipes, I don't know that I want to keep leveling up over and over again for alpha. So I don't know, but hopefully as they introduce more questing and they introduce more events, things feel less of a grind. So slow down a sec and do all the quests. It's just too buggy right now for quests. I don't know. You are niche. That is very true, Lulu. So, Dash, yeah. It's just, the grind's real. I think the grind will not be an issue after alpha. Well, hopefully, we'll see.
Very niche if they stay with that. They've got this fantastic story arc system. They've got commissions that lead you out into the world where there's supposed to be side quests. There's just not a lot of side quests out there yet. But once they get the side quests in, and if some of the side quests have, it doesn't even have to be XP, like decent rewards, like gear, something. Maybe certain crafting materials you can only get through certain commissions or certain, like, give a reason to actually do them. Because when it's like 700 XP and you get that, like, I can solo like some elites myself as a mage and get 5,000 XP in like a minute. It's like that. So 700 XP becomes basically nothing after like level 3. That has a lot of things do have to change in that regard. I guess to some extent why they made it this grindy in this early alpha state. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I'm enjoying the game.
I think part of what makes it also tolerable right now is that we do only have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So you have all week to sort of obsess and withdraw from your experience, and so then come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's not so bad to have to sit there and grind, you know. But again, as we get to 5 days a week, 20, and then 24/7, how does that feel? I don't know. You know, because it is quite the grind. Literally, I did as many quests as I could. Half were bugged, and half I had no damn clue where to even start. Yeah, that's due to the vagueness of the explanations. Yeah, that's true. Things need a lot of work.
It's got a lot of work ahead of them. They have a tremendous amount to get done. There's so much content has to be added. Everything I said about will they have enough money? Will they get it done in time before they run out of money? All that I still stand by. We'll see. We'll see. There's a long road ahead of them. I wish them the best. I'm a huge supporter. I'll say negative things, but I will support the fuck out of them at the same time. Like, I support everything they're doing. I think what Steven did with some of the content creators was really cool.
It was.
You know, I think that's really cool. I think, and the way they engage with the community, really cool. Planendorf was like running with, you know, Richie's group, and that's cool. And like all that kind of stuff is really, really cool to see. Yeah, but that doesn't guarantee anything either, right? Like, so yeah, I hope for the best. You never know though. Don't expect that this game will actually launch. I hate to say it that way, but there's just so much that has to be done, and it's going to take.
That's quite the statement. Don't expect that this game will actually launch. I do tend to agree with the money and the time thing. You know, they're burning through a lot of cash, and time is, you know, this is what we have after 7 years. So, you know, this game, again, I keep saying 2027 is the earliest this thing gets released. You know, it's easily going to be probably $250 million by then. So, I don't know.
Takes so much money to get there, and so we'll see. We'll see if they have the money to get there. That's really all I have. It's just me turning the camera on and rambling. I don't have time to do a lot of real intense videos, although I'm going to try to free myself up this next weekend, and certainly the weekend after. I might be able to get a few videos out, and I am planning to stream this weekend. I am going to stream the entire weekend. I'm just going to try to stream the entire damn weekend, and if the guild falls apart without me then it happens. I'm just going to stream, and I think I've got everything, all the kinks kind of worked out with the guild, and it's everything's flowing pretty good now, to the point I am just going to stream, and I want to stream, and I do enjoy making content of some sort, even though, yes, I have kind of let guild management take over a lot of my free time, but over time I will slowly get back into content creation more and more, and you'll see me in that fucking chicken suit plenty, guys. Don't worry about that. And hey, Woodshop ERP in Winstead on Vira, if you're there, I'll see you there later.
Thank you, Rive. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what he has to say. I think there's still a lot missing, still a lot to do, but at least what's here has been fun. So I've seen lots of pathing exploits on mobs during streams. Yeah, their pathing has been an issue. Actually, I can pop on over to the patch notes. So these were the patch notes from today and yesterday. You will see they are working on that, though. Let me crush you. Yesterday, they were trying to make improvements on NPC navigation to help with server performance. From what I hear, I did not get to test it. There was some noticeable improvements. And then you can see the notes from today as well, which, again, focused a little bit on NPC navigation. I, again, did not get to test this because they did it only for an hour and during the workday. So I was at work, but very curious how Thor reacts to the longer dev time, because he's been saying 1 to 1.5 years on his stream. Yeah, there's no way this is done in a year. I don't think. I know there's people that feel like there's a group of people out there that think they have like a dozen nodes ready to go, and or biomes. I mean, and I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. What's up, Fireplay? How's it going? We're kind of getting to the end here, actually. But thanks for hanging out. We've been going about 2 hours, and I usually go till 11:30, but I'm kind of getting tired now. And a lot of shit going on over here in the U.S., so I'm probably going to go catch up on whatever's been going on. Can't wait to find out what happens this weekend with all the new people coming in. Yeah, it'll be fun as long as we don't get shut out by the Q boss. Unfortunately, I backed Chronicles of Illyria. This has a lot more to show for it. Oh, 100%. Oh, yes, it sure does. I mean, we didn't see anything in COE, really. I saw tiny bits, but not much at all. I think we'll get the real feel for how long once they bring in the contract work. That's true. But that's also going to be just a significant cost, so look at the numbers, you'll be awake. Yeah. I'm getting there, though. I'm ready to, I think, turn in for the evening, potentially. I had to have an afternoon nap yesterday because of the weekend. I wish I could take a nap. Well, y'all, yeah, that's kind of it. There's a little bit of drama to go over, not much on the PTR. So I think we might be ending this for tonight. And I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow night or Thursday. We'll definitely be on Friday morning to get ready for the weekend. So potentially I'll be on tomorrow. We'll kind of see how things go tonight and today or tomorrow. So Brighter Shores tonight. Yes, I've heard. Are you gonna play it? GPU fixes on the PTR were good. That's good to hear. So we'll give that a go. But I find more incident along. Yeah. Slowly but surely, right, Neuro? Yeah, I've vaguely been paying attention to Brighter Shores, so I'm not super familiar with it yet. I'm a little bit, but nothing like I am with Ashes. So tried Haven and Earth. It was not great in my opinion. In about 5 hours. Well, I'll be sleeping then, so we'll see about tomorrow. Does not look great, but has some hype around it. Yeah, that was my experience. It didn't look very, very good. Not that looks are everything, but all right. Who do we have streaming Ashes of Creation discussions that we can go raid? Let's see here. Looks like it's just Turgo. So Turgo Live is here, and he's live. Yesterday, we sent y'all to somebody that was actually on a replay. So sorry about that. That was bad. We will not do that again. I think he's live. So, all right, y'all. Again, thanks for hanging out with me. This has been a lot of fun, and so the last several weeks of kind of hanging out with you all and experience Ashes of Creation has been a lot of fun. So I appreciate y'all. We will pass on over to Turgo, and I will see you all tomorrow, potentially, definitely on Friday, not on Thursday. So y'all be good, and I will see you next time.